Hello everyone and welcome back to the thrilling Wasteland adventures of Old Man McRib, where we're playing through the entire Fallout 76 Wastelanders questline as a grumpy old man in a bathrobe, and occasionally a Chinese stealth suit, and we're making every evil or mean choice possible while also killing and eating as many human NPCs as possible. We are nearing the end of our Wastelanders journey. Today, we'll complete the final quest for the Foundation settlers, it's called Duty Calls, before finally picking a faction and getting to raid Vault 79 for all of its gold. I'll tell you now, I've made my choice. I'll be raiding the vault with the Foundation settlers. It was a tough decision as the raider ending is pretty good, but while I've played through as a good guy with the settlers, I've never played through while thoroughly pissing them off. I'm hoping it's interesting, time will tell. Remember, if you like videos like this one and want to see more, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. I post lots of Fallout 76 content on the channel every week, and while this particular Old Man McRib adventure is nearing its end, there will be more to come. Steel Dawn releases soon, and there may or may not be a functional cryopod hiding in Appalachia somewhere that our favorite cannibal anti-hero can use to jump further ahead in the Fallout timeline. But that's a discussion for another time. For now, let's get into it. To start the quest, we need to travel to a location behind the Valley Galleria and wave a flag as a signal to some secretive new friends. We can listen to what they say as this blood bug kills me.
All dwellers, we see your signal. Make your way due north towards the hill. You'll see a concrete bunker. We will be watching your approach carefully.
And it's far too early in the video to watch me get murdered multiple times by blood bugs, so just to assume that happened, and we'll head into the ransacked bunker and meet our new friends. We can see lots of military paraphernalia all over the place, so it gives us a pretty good idea who we're going to run into. No danger in here, so when we go inside, here we see them. We have some former U.S. Army troops, and let's meet our new friends. Private Lucky is certainly the best, but let's meet everybody else.
Unpacking can wait. Nobody let Lucky out by himself. I could have sworn I saw a big old set of red eyes outside just a bit ago.
Hey, Lucky, that's not okay, buddy. Oh, wait, that's just flooded. Sorry, Lucky. This place is disgusting, Captain.
Oliver Fields, Captain, United States Army. Now that we got the pleasantries out of the way, I have one question for you. Why the hell are you planning on stealing America's gold reserve? Uncle Sam not give you enough hugs and kisses while he was keeping you safe in that vault?
I do like this guy. Yeah, but hey, in case you didn't notice, buddy, America's over. Kinda got bombed.
Don't you know a lick of history from before the war? We've always been forged in fire. Maybe we got a bit burnt this time, but I can't believe it's the end.
So you guys are U.S. Army? Well, where the hell have y'all been?
We've been heading back down from up north. Before you ask why it took so long, take a long, hard look at your day-to-day in Appalachia. It's nice here. You've got it so good that I'd have wanted my mama to retire here. Giant bats. Boo-hoo.
So I guess we don't have a choice but to roll with this one here, so yeah. We want to use the gold for a new currency, create a real economy, not swim in it.
World ends, and suddenly every Tom, Dick, and Mary thinks they're in charge. What makes you so special, huh?
You want to know what makes me special? You want to know who I am? I'm ready to knock your jaw off and eat your eyeballs. That's who I am.
You came here looking for my help, but you seem like a person with a mission. So let's hear it. Do you know what your vault's primary mission was? Not the Rebuilding America bull, the real mission.
You want the truth? I'll give you the truth. We were training attack hamsters, and they all died tragically.
Careful, you'll upset Lucky with that. He hates rodents.
No, that really is our mission. That is my mission.
I guess there's one born every minute. I know about the nukes your people are unleashing. That's not rebuilding shit. I also know that not all of you are participating in it, though. So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now. All right, people. What do we think of this vault dweller? Radcliffe, Thompson, Lucky?
I mean, I give anyone who doesn't shoot it as bonus points, so checks out to me.
Yeah, holds up with everything we were able to recon. Paige wasn't lying, at least.
All right, looks like you passed the test. Now let's talk about this Vault 79 you're so keen on breaking into.
Oh no, let's keep playing 20 questions. Why don't you ask me if I'm bigger than a bread box?
Because we can all see that you are, especially your head and your ass. Luckily, Paige gave us enough info to ID the problem. Sergeant Radcliffe, you want to take it from here?
We're dealing with Robco's semi-autonomous immobile weapon platform, only used for special government procurement. Extra thick ballistic shielding, plus reflective paneling, and internal temperature regulation. Even has built-in air fresheners. But can your new buddy Radcliffe beat him? Of course he can. Just need a little help from the source.
Yeah, and let me guess, all three of you are just gonna sit around here while I do all the work. Is that it?
No, I'm gonna meet you there and hold your hand. Fields and Thompson are gonna sit around here and do nothing.
Rude.
Yes, but not inaccurate.
You and I are going to meet up at the Robco Research Center down near Watoga. See if we can find the equipment I need to bust through those turrets. And we better hope we do, because my only backup plan is politely asking the turrets not to shoot us. And that never goes well.
Oh, great, a comedian. Well, try not to get us both killed.
What, do I need to politely ask you not to shoot me too? I'm not going to knowingly endanger either of us, don't worry. Especially not myself.
All right, and that gives us a good idea of what this quest is going to be all about. We're going to have to head to Robco, sneak past some robots, probably kill some robots, and help our new friend out here to get past the turrets in the vault. Let's head over and see just what we're getting into. Now, outside Robco, there are a number of robots. If I were to turn to my left here, there's a sentry bot. We don't need to engage with any of these enemies. I know that Old Man McRib is quite poorly equipped, so we're just going to take advantage of our relatively high agility and sneak past these guys and go straight into the facility where we'll meet Radcliffe.
Hey, you're not dead. I owe Thompson a cold one. Remember, we're looking for military research projects. General rule, they keep the good stuff in the back. This place gives me the creeps. Desk jobs.
All right, Radcliffe, so it gives you the creeps, it gives me the creeps too. Now, the best way to proceed here, because there are a lot of robots inside this facility, is going to be to put on our Chinese stealth suit. So that's what we'll do. And my goal is going to be to sneak past as many of these threats as possible. We're going to need to engage with some, but hopefully Radcliffe will draw their attention so that we can do Old Man McRib's favorite thing and just use him as a human shield. I've done this quest multiple times on multiple characters, but I always get turned around in here and end up spending way too much time getting lost and looking around. Nothing in here except this legendary Protectron, so let's go ahead and take him out. And so much for sneaking, we're now in danger, and you can see just how ineffective Old Man McRib can be. But we managed to take him down. I will take your 3-star legendary item. Thank you very much. We'll turn that in for some script later. And rather than make you watch me get lost, I'll just skip ahead here to get to the point a little bit. And here we find the actual research lab. We'll try and avoid that turret. And Radcliffe and a Protectron are having some conversations back there that sadly we can't really hear what Radcliffe is saying. So we'll just look around. And we find a partially assembled robo-brain. And for some reason our target here to examine it has wandered off to the side, but we find that this robo-brain is incomplete. The head, dome, and brains are missing. And now we need to find more information about the robo-brain, and we can find that in this terminal, but we're going to need to deal with some threats out in the hallway first. If we try to go into the terminal, it actually pulls us out of stealth, so everything will attack us, so we'll take care of that turret. And looks like Radcliffe is engaged with a Protectron. We'll help him out there. Our shotgun doesn't do a ton of damage from this distance. We might have to creep up, but we've crippled it pretty well. Are we okay? Yeah, I think we're okay. No, we were not okay. We're gonna have to finish it off. If we want to get into that terminal without attracting a bunch of extra attention, we'll proceed to cripple as many limbs as possible. Self-destruct is imminent, but Old Man McRib destruct was faster. Let's read the terminal. Good news, everyone! Who doesn't love a Futurama Easter egg? That's great. I'm excited to announce that Robco has agreed to my proposal to preserve the entire research team's collective intelligence through the encephalon extraction program. You will each have your cranial cavities scooped out and your brains suspended in a biomedical solution that will keep your cognitive functions intact and ready to be used for several lifetimes. And to think, we'll even enjoy the benefits of leaving behind our accursed flesh and becoming a horrific synchronization of mind and metal. Ah, the future is looking up. And now we'll learn about the brain replacement procedure. A preserved brain can be mounted on a functioning RoboBrain chassis in order to resume any and all previous employee functions. Step 1. Pick the brain. Go to containment area and take a jar out of storage. Only one brain can be mounted in the chassis at a time. The wiring is permanent, so choose carefully. Step 2. Cook the brain. The preservation process isn't perfect. Contamination can build up in the biomedical gel mixture, requiring a little sizzling to reactivate the tissue. Our expert technicians can help you through this to avoid any damage. Step 3. Plate the brain. You'll need to pick up a dome from storage and mount it on the RoboBrain chassis. Then carefully pour the contents of the brain jar into the dome, and then attach the brain stem to the neural motivator port. Easy. It does sound easy, but it also sounds horrifying. Let's lodge a complaint with management. Error. Complaint report database has been overloaded with traffic. Please file a physical complaint form in Human Resources before end of day. Well, something tells me that's not going to be an option. If we look at the turret changelog, we can see that they've been working on their turret platforms quite a bit, and that's exactly why we're here, so that Radcliffe can help us get past them. Let's move on. Now we need to find a suitable brain in the facility's wing. When we approach RoboBrain R&D, we find a number of robots that we're going to have to destroy. Radcliffe is saying something in the background about, logical suggestions for what the best brain to pick might be. We're not really going to pay much attention to that. We're going to see what brains we can find and then pretty much pick one randomly, because this is Old Man McRib. He doesn't care that much. But we can see that our shotgun is helping us. Our Chinese stealth suit is helping us remain relatively undetected. And yeah, seems like Radcliffe probably has that under control. Nope, that turret can't hit me in here. So it can just shoot at Radcliffe for a while. That's perfectly acceptable. And here we have Dr. Diaz's brain. The label reads, Dr. Dorothea Diaz, head of Immobile Weapons Research. Intelligence 8+ is required to learn more about this brain. Well, she was the boss. She probably knows something, but let's examine the brain thoroughly. And yes, indeed, it is definitely a brain. As it is a brain, and that's what we came for, we shall take it. Continuing our search, I can see one more brain here on the table. This is Greg's brain. The label reads, Greg Goldstein, Engineer, Immobile Weapons Research. Intelligence 8 is again required to learn more about this brain, but we'll try anyway. Examine the brain thoroughly. It's a brain. Anything else is beyond you. Yeah, well, that's probably pretty accurate for Old Man McRib. Let's take it And sadly, on this visit, as I get turned around in here all the time, I was unable to locate the third brain, so we'll just have to pick from those two and find where we need to prep the brain. Conveniently, the place where we need to go to prep the brain is Robo Brain Assembly, and it's right in front of our face. Perfectly good, but we've got a few more robots in here. Do we have anything else to help us take them down? Let's throw a grenade and see if that can give us a head start. Nope, no head start. Okay, so we'll kill an Eyebot, and then it looks like we've got a Protectron that needs to be dealt with, or maybe not. Nope, it's here. Okay, and then we've got another one in the distance, coming on into the room. Sergeant Radcliffe does have some humorous dialogue here, but between the gunshots and everything going on, it's honestly really hard to understand him, but, you know, he's definitely got some moral objections to what Robco was engaging with here. But that's not going to stop him from helping us today. All right, Robo-Brains are down. And now we just need to look for clues for how to prepare the brains. Those clues are conveniently strewn about this room and labeled with quest markers. Our first quickly scrawled note we find reads, "Set it to 7, just neutral like pure water, the brain is happy." And the next quickly scrawled note reads, "Since you always burn the popcorn, this should be set to just 3. I don't want to smell a burned brain again." So somebody is not good with the stovetop. Hopefully Old Man McRib can do a little better than they did. And one more note to find. Sitting on the desk right here, we have our third quickly scrawled note. "Look, for the last time, set the brains to 41 and no higher. You don't want to burst them." I don't know, bursting them actually sounds like a pretty good time. But let's go ahead here and set our stovetop settings. We'll see how this all works out. Get that test tube out of the way. Place the brain jar. And who should we choose? I'm going to go with Dr. Dorothea Diaz. She was the head of the project, and seems like just as good a brain as any. We'll set our pH value. That needs to be set to 7. We're conveniently reminded in the quest notes in the top right. No problem there. And set our temperature to 41, like the note said. And finally set our timer to 3. Hopefully we don't burst the brain, or maybe hopefully we do. That would be fun. But let's go ahead and start up the stovetop. Come on, brain, are you ready for us? And here we go. Dr. Diaz's brain has been added.
Shoot. Chef Supreme of Brains. Chef Brain ID. Chef the Brain Z. That's all I got.
So yeah, Sergeant Radcliffe certainly does fashion himself some kind of comedian. Now we need to find a Robo-Brain dome in the facility's wing, and I believe that's in the director's office. Now, there's no nameplate for this room, so I could be wrong about the person's position, but they were definitely in charge, and there's definitely a Robo-Brain dome on the desk. Radcliffe seems to be doing a pretty good job of drawing fire, so we'll let him continue to do that while Old Man McRib does what he's best at and just run away. I saw an Assaultron there and probably a dozen robots that can murder me quite efficiently. So we'll head back to R&D, back to Robo-Brain Research, and put the brain in the partially assembled Robo-Brain. We're almost there. Any other threats here? Oh, look at that. Radcliffe made his way through. He's a pro. We'll just head on over here, examine the Robo-Brain, and we can add Dr. Diaz's brain and see what she has to say when she comes to life.
Yes. Take that, Ethics Committee. Dr. Dorothea Diaz lives again! Oh, who are you? You aren't part of the research team.
No, I'm not part of the research team. Is that going to be a problem?
Yes. I don't have time to give autographs or teach students, so you better beat it.
I like her attitude. What was that about an ethics committee?
I knew you were with them. Well, have a look around then. We're all completely above board. In this area. Right now. I assume you want a tour just to waste my time completely? Or some other absurd request?
Yeah, let's just cut to the chase. You're gonna find a way to bypass the experimental turrets, or I'm going to disassemble you.
Fine. I can tell you're someone without vision. You can't stand being in the shadow of a real auteur like myself. Can you? Dismantling my own work is the only true challenge I'm ever going to have in this world, isn't it? Alas, to the fabricators! Yes, I see it all so clearly now. My only true intellectual rival is myself. The enemy was within all along.
Did she just cackle maniacally?
Yes, Radcliffe, yes she did, and that serves as wonderful proof that I clearly chose wisely. So while she works on bypassing the turrets, we can see that we've got some robots on the attack. Radcliffe's taken some shots, but we're gonna have to clear them out. Let's start by crippling one of these Protectrons, and here's a Robo-Brain. And that Robo-Brain has decided to just go away. Alright, that works for me. We'll just finish off these Protectrons here. Easy enough. Protectrons aren't too bad, even for a character like Old Man McRib. You get a shotgun, you can cripple them and slow them down and get them to self-destruct. So they're not too bad. Let's polish this one off. We'll just switch to the walking cane. No sense wasting ammo on you. Thank you very much. And Radcliffe, well, he's very good at drawing attention. He's apparently not very good at killing things. So what do we have now? So I know in this particular part of the quest, there's 2 waves of these robots. And it appears that we're stuck here, so I may have to go hunt down that Robo-Brain that ran away. Yeah, I don't see any others in here. Let's go finish the job on the Robo-Brain and try not to get mauled by 100 other robots out in the lobby. Alright, I managed to draw it back in here briefly, and now it's running away again. I'm thinking I hit the combat inhibitor. If you hit the combat inhibitor on robots, it will sometimes send them off to attack other robots. Not sure that's what's happening here, but this one just seems to be insane. And that settles it, though. We've managed to come out and kill it without attracting the attention of every other robot in the place. We'll head back in and wait for the next wave. Now this time I closed the door, so hopefully they don't go running away. We're back in danger. There should be more coming. Yes, here we are, including a legendary Robo-Brain this time. We'll do our best to cripple things. Come on, robots. Shouldn't be that hard to take down. There we go, cripple that Tesla arm. That seems to be the most dangerous part of the Robo-Brain. We'll do as much crippling as we can. Slow these guys down to make them easy to kill off. And we can see that Radcliffe is being very, very useful, as always. I don't know what the point of him is at this point, other than to draw attention, because he clearly isn't capable of killing anything. What do we have left here? Robo-Brain's still alive. Hasn't regenerated yet either. Come on, there's the regeneration. Now we're going to have to cripple all those limbs again. We should be able to do it. What do we have here? Super Chem. There we go. We'll take our Super Chem and see if we can whack this thing to death with a walking cane. That's relatively efficient. Troubleshooter's swing speed walking cane does a little damage there. Certainly not too impressive, but got the job done. And it sounds like we've got one more Protectron left. That Protectron has no legs.
In the right hand, these tools will easily defeat my previously undefeatable turrets. And bonus, some collateral damage. Huzzah!
Just grab them and let's go. I don't want to stick around for any more of her improvements.
Yeah, honestly, Radcliffe, I was kind of hoping she might improve you. Your combat effectiveness is definitely lacking. That's a concern for this vault raid. It really, really is, but hey, we clearly chose the right brain, we obviously chose the most evil option possible, and quite honestly, I would like to take Dr. Diaz back to my camp and keep her as an evil, maniacal pet. I think that would be amazing, so Bethesda, if you're listening, make that happen. That would be great. Let's head back to Captain Fields and start wrapping up this quest.
Sergeant Radcliffe reports that you procured the tools we need. I'm impressed.
He followed my lead and took many bullets for me. I expect that from the rest of you.
As long as you don't try to lead us over a cliff, I don't see that being much of a problem. Paige, Dr. Hornwright, that hyperactive communist kid, and now us. You sure picked a strange team, but you've shown that you can follow through. I'm convinced you'll actually pull this damn thing off. We'll be packing up and heading over to Foundation. No sense coordinating from two places. Eager to get this done, so let us know when.
Now we can head back to Foundation and talk to Paige.
You really know that whole over-deliver mantra, don't you? Captain Fields and his soldiers say they're here to stay. We got the crew and the equipment. All that's left is to get to work. You let me know when you're ready, because once we start, it's gonna be real noisy.
Are there any other preparations we can make?
No, we're already here. You've built a team, and we're all just waiting on you to lead it. Just let me know when you're ready.
And with that, we've completed duty calls. We get a nice reputation boost, some basic rewards, and a unique item, the Old Guard's 10mm submachine gun. It's got the anti-armor effect, which is pretty good, and also has a slightly faster rate of fire than a typical 10mm SMG. It's not really the kind of weapon Old Man McRib is going to use, but it's decent nonetheless. We've also reached the end of the faction quests for Wastelanders. Next week, I'll let Paige know that I'm siding with Foundation, and we'll get to work on one last quest leading up to the Vault Raid. Of course, Old Man McRib, being who he is, has no intention of sharing anything with the settlers. He's just using them for the extra help. We'll see how many of them we can piss off, get killed, and maybe have for lunch over the next 2 weeks. Remember, if you had fun with this and want to see more Fallout 76 content, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Till next time, I'm Fisty McRib.